Welcome to Grandpa's Workshop. I'm Loz, and as always, you're welcome in my new workshop, a 12x8 timber shed. It's going to be my new hybrid workshop, and I don't know if you can see the sideline. I'm in the process of insulating it before I dry line it out to make it look pretty. That'll be following a progress over a couple of videos shortly. It's all in the pipeline. In the meantime, I have, I'm addicted to tool haul channels. Tool Addict is one. I don't have an awful lot of heritage tools from a career on the tools, but I am starting to collect a small amount of stuff, cherry picking if you like, from the second-hand flea market circuit. Recently, I popped up to Todmorden, to the Thursday flea market there. They also have a nice Victorian indoor market hall. But the outdoor flea market is good for trawling through boxes and boxes of rusty tools to look for the gems. And I've got a couple for you this time. Mainly visited my childhood. I don't know which one to show you first. I'll do the chisels first. You get to these flea markets and there's boxes and boxes of rusty old firmer chisels in various states of dilapidation. Last Thursday I went through and I found these two. Not so much firmer chisels, they do have beveled sides. Now, most of the beveled chisels that are marketed these days, strictly speaking, they're beveled firmer chisels because they do have a shoulder that starts off fairly thick at the top and should peter out to nothing at the bottom so you can get into the corners. I've got some nice chisels, but these called to me from the bottom of the bucket. It looks like, well, to be honest, I'm not too sure whether they've been rehandled because they have some very small and lightweight. Looks like beech. In reasonably condition. They've not had the hell knocked out of them. There is a previous owner's initial on one, TC. It looks like beech, and as I say, a beveled chisel, 1/4 and 3/8. I've measured them. Reasonable bevels and shoulders, and held in place with simple brass ferrules pinned in place with a single strike. I don't know if you can see it, of a punch to hold it in place. It looks like there's a little bit of a leather washer against the shoulder inside the brass. So nice, but I picked them up because they're so dinky. There is a maker's mark on the top of the back, but I can't make it out. I'll show you some pictures. Very lightweight compared to my modern chisels, and I'm chuffed with them. Now, this goes back to my childhood. My dad had one of these, the old paraffin blowtorch, and he taught me how to use it along with a camping gas stove and his little hide glue kettle. They were the two of the things he taught me, as well as sharpening chisels. But I thought I'd have one of these for display in the shed. I'm going to have a shelf and a selected number of nice things that bring me memories of my childhood. This is nice. Those two chisels, £5 each, 2 for £8. I'm pleased with that. This, it looks like it's had very light and sparing use, and it's been on a shelf for a couple of generations, and somebody's been very kind and given it a light restoration before sticking it on the market. It's the, Max Sievert, Stockholm, Sweden. Beware of imitations. I'm very pleased with that. I'm seriously considering I'll check the rubber on the valve. I might have a play with it see if I can get it working before I give it another a light refinishing with Brasso when it goes on the shelf. 15 quid. Not cheap. There was one in a lot worse condition on the market for a tenner, but it's called out to me and I smile when I look at it. So 15 quid, you can get them from 10 up to 50 on eBay, but it was just on the stall and I had the cash, so I spent that. Now lastly, going back to my childhood, my old dad, he trained as a carpenter, and that was then broken up with a period in conscription, and when he came back he ended up on the heavy hammers down Trafford Park. So he was engineering the rest of his life, but he had a limited woodworking tool set that consisted of one of these, a number 4 Stanley and a surf arm, and with those 3 he could make them sing. So I've been looking out for one of these, as much to go on the shelf as anything. There's loads about. A lot of them are in naff condition, especially if the wedges have been lost or damaged, or the plane blades have been lost. But this again, it's actually a Marples plane. It says here there's actually a sticker still on it and still on the wedge, and it's in really good condition. I say it's a Marples. It's a 17-incher. It's got a 2 1/4 inch blade. It says it's been stamped on the back, and again it was in the middle of the stall looking off the lawn. The frog's in nice condition, the wedge is all there, the blade and frog and backing plate don't seem to be damaged or missing. The handle's in good fettle, and the whole thing looks as though it's been lightly used and then kept on the shelf where it's just picked up a load of grime. I'm dead chuffed with it. So this is going to get a good scrub down with some mineral spirits just to clean the grime off, and then a good soaking in boiled linseed oil, and then further down the road I'm going to fettle the blade and it'll be on the shelf. I'm looking now, 4 quid. Now there's stuff going on eBay for 3 to 5 times that price in a lot worse condition. This has a nice flat sole. The mouth's in good condition. No shakes or splits caused by ramming the wrong size of a plane blade in. It looks like it's a user, so I'm going to enjoy playing with that. So what I've got to get now is, now 17-inch, that, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a jack plane or number 5 or number 6. I'm looking now for a 22 or longer plane and a little coffin plane, and then I'll have the trinity of wooden hand planes. So I'm looking out for them, but I'm dead chuffed. For 4 quid. It was worth stuffing in my swag bag and fetching it home. So I just thought I'd share these with yourselves. I'll keep it short. I'll do some B-roll to slip in, but I'm keeping the whole thing under 10 minutes. Good to see you guys. I'm cutting the Ecotherm fallback foam sheets in the gaps in the frame a couple of days, and I get tired out. But that'll be soon, as I say, that'll appear on a progress video to follow shortly. You let me know how you're doing. I'm doing fine, although I am short on energy. But getting this shed has been great. It's given me a pick-me-up, and I'm in it every day, at least for an hour, pottering and thinking and pottering and thinking. There we go. Thanks for tuning in. I'm dead pleased with that. it's always disappointing when you spend the best part of a day tool hunting and you come back with nothing or a load of junk. But I've got 3 little treasures there and I'm dead chuffed. So, see you soon. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you later, guys.